Hari Om and welcome. This is Yamuna Devi. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so happy to be here with you today to share a very special topic to possibly help improve the quality of your life and so you can live your life fully. This life is a blessing and we have surplus energy. But we have to be mindful of how we use our energy and what direction we're sending that energy to. So use your energy wisely. It's so precious. And you are precious. Your life is a blessing. Your life is precious. Oftentimes we forget that we exist. We forget our presence. We forget about ourselves. It's only until we feel depleted of our energy at the end of the day or throughout the day that we realize there's something that we have to adjust in our life. But one thing today I wanted to share with you is the present moment, your presence in your life, your present moment, your present existence. Oftentimes we ignore, we dismiss, we suppress, ignore. We don't want to see things that are happening in our day-to-day life. But it's not about ignoring. Ignoring, it becomes harder because when we ignore, when we suppress, when we deviate from something that is happening in our life, we dismiss it and it intensifies more in our life. So it is very important to be present. This is our topic today, our presence. And in that presence, increasing our awareness and enjoying our life in the present moment. Oftentimes, people are thinking too far ahead, too far into the past, but they're not living the present moment. The past is history. We can't change the past. The future is a mystery. We don't know what will happen. Only thing we can do is live the present moment. We can't change the past. We cannot think about the future and waste our energy in that direction because life flows in different directions. That is why we have to focus in the present moment and use your awareness in the present moment so that you can also conserve your energy, manage your energy better, manage your life force better. So, in that present awareness, as your life unfolds, why am I focusing today on this topic? Because I notice that many people lose their emotional energy. They deviate from their source of energy, from that divine presence, their divine existence, and they allow themselves to succumb to the other people's issues. They succumb to that. Like they enter into that vicious cycle of other people's energies. So let us bring ourselves to the present moment. Nowadays, people are losing their awareness more. Guess what happens? They start creating illness. And sometimes what happens is, as we think about the future, we also can create our illness because we start thinking, what if this, what if that? The fear kicks in. And that fear that creeps in creates that imbalance. So that's what I want to talk about, how to be in the present moment. Today, also, nowadays, people are on the phone, driving, putting makeup on, walking, not enjoying time with people you're with your loved ones. Everyone's on the phone. They're gathered. They think in their mind that they are spending time, but they are not spending time. They're not doing anything because your presence is not there. They are not present either. So what are you sharing? Just space? But you're not sharing true quality time with your loved ones. So what do? Let's put away the phones. Let us create that intention before the gathering. I will not use my phone. I will really absorb the present moment. I will really enjoy the present moment with my loved ones. When I am sending a message, I'm going to pause and send the message. When I'm talking on the phone, maybe sit down or stand or just do at that moment one thing. Try to focus your awareness on doing one thing in your life. And guess what happens? When you start creating that awareness, that's how you build awareness. You start doing one thing at a time. You start creating that awareness. You start understanding when people come to you with difficult things. Sometimes at work, sometimes relationships, family. So how they present the problems or the issues, you are using your awareness to keep your center, to keep your cool, to keep your energy, to maintain yourself from not getting involved into that situation. So I will give you an example. Someone's driving in the street and you're driving too. That person is, skipping through the line and turning, and you see that that person might not be in there, doing things properly. They can cause an accident. So just be aware. If you allow yourself to influence by the things that that person they're doing, then you only hurt yourself. So if that person is doing that and you get angry and upset and nervous, guess what happens? That person just influenced you to feel that way. But it's not them. It's because you allowed yourself to feel a certain way by their behavior. And it's not their fault. We cannot blame them. That person made me feel like this. No, you allowed yourself to feel a certain way because you did not apply your awareness, because you were not present. So as you're watching that person, maybe send a positive message. You don't know what's going on in their life. Perhaps that person needs to go to the bathroom and they're in a rush, or they need to go to the hospital. So we really don't know the reasons why they're rushing, but we don't know. It could be an emergency, right? Maybe they do need to go to the bathroom. So let them go. Let them be. Pray for them. Send a good message. Send good energy to them. And that way you also conserve your energy. And you don't feel fear and you don't feel angry. Send them with that energy, positive energy. Let them go. We can only pray. We cannot fix a situation. We cannot yell at them and tell them what are you doing? If you yell at them, guess who loses their energy? You do. Because you get angry. When you get angry, who burns? You do. Not them. They're in their world. They're with their things, trauma and their dramas, right? Let them go. So that is why, again, I repeat, mindfulness. Mindfulness is so important. Being aware of that present moment, the moment you are doing something. How does it feel if you're sweeping? Be mindful of the sweeping. Thoughts will creep in, thoughts will come, observe them, but keep sweeping. keep washing dishes, only wash dishes. But we're washing dishes and cooking and listening to something on the phone, listening to music. It's like senses are becoming overloaded by too much information. And our senses are an extension of our mind. So we are seeing so many things in different directions. We need to focus on one thing at a time. I propose that to you and see how it feels. It feels so nice. Your energy will be flowing even more. Your life will be full of energy. And as you become more and more aware of the present moment, you will observe people. We are not judging, we're not controlling, we're not criticizing, from a loving space, because awareness is in being present in a loving space. When you see people coming towards you, talking to you, telling you their problems, just observe. Observe, observe, observe. Do not get involved in their problems, in their situations, because remember that everyone has their own karma, and their karma is not yours. What they have done in their life till now is not yours. They did it. So they have to learn from their life actions, their situation. Every situation is given to us for us to grow. It is not a punishment. There is growth in every situation, but we have to observe it. And in that awareness, you can see the hidden lessons. When you get triggered by someone, let us say, because as we're learning this awareness, we get triggered. It's normal. It's because we're going back and forth. We're practicing, but then the old self is still there. And there are still patterns that we still have to work on, right? So let us suppose that someone comes angry at you and you're trying to help them, right? And they're angry. And guess what? They pressed a wrong button within you. They triggered something within you that maybe it was a past hurt, maybe it was a wound. And you're like, okay, they just touched that button and touched that wound and it starts hurting. And you lash back and you scream back and you're triggered. And you lost it. You lost your mind. You lost your energy. You lost your awareness at that moment, right? So they become angry. You become more angry. The fire is burning. How to cool it down? You breathe. Maybe move away from that situation and breathe and start observing again. What just happened? Why did it happen? What did it trigger within me? Start doing that self-analysis, self-inquiry. You will get an answer. Maybe not at the moment. Maybe it takes a few days. You'll get that answer. But be persistent in asking yourself and be consistent. Continue asking yourself. And in the end, guess what? Thank you to that person that triggered that within me, because that is a part of me that I have to work on, that I have to grow from, that I need to learn from. Thank you. Those triggers are blessings. Not at the moment. At the moment, you feel really bad. You don't like it. But in the end, you will see that that trigger was a blessing in disguise. So it's really important to start developing, practicing that awareness so that you can understand how to work through different people's energies, how to observe them, how to witness them, how to not be controlled by them, because it's easy to get entangled in other people's energies and be controlled by that energy, not because you want to. It happens unconsciously because you are not aware. It's an unconscious reaction. But if you are aware and you understand, you are seeing the situation, seeing within yourself, you are able to take care of yourself more. You are able to not engage in that situation. So you are protecting your energy at the same time. And you're observing, you're observing, you're observing. And from that observation, you are growing. So it takes time and you will get triggered. Don't get upset by those triggers. Those triggers are hidden blessings and we need them. We need them for our spiritual growth, for our spiritual evolution, and those are blessings. So let us start practicing, please, and you will feel the difference. You'll feel wonderful. Continue diving deep, asking yourself questions, self-inquiry. What are my wounds? Why was I triggered? How can I help myself to feel better? And am I blaming that person for my trigger? Am I blaming that person because of how I feel? That blame game is not the way out. Because when you blame someone, you toss it at them, what you're feeling. So you avoid looking at that wound. You avoid looking at what you're feeling. And then you become the victim. Poor me, that person did that to me. You toss it at them and then you victimize yourself. And in that space, you lower your energy. You feel weak. You feel hopeless. But we need to empower ourselves. It's important to empower yourself. And in that awareness, you empower yourself. You strengthen yourself. You don't allow someone else's karma and energy and things that their drama and traumas get to you and affect you. No, you're living in the present moment. You are present. You are loving the present moment because you are embracing more of what's happening around you. You are observing. You are enjoying your life more. And your gratitude is flowing because you are more present. So I send you lots of love and good wishes, and thank you so much for being here. Life is a blessing. Life is joy. Live the present moment. Observe. Increase your awareness. Dive deep within, and you will see how blessed you are. You will see those hidden gems that are within you and how beautiful you are. So thank you so much for being here. I send you lots of love, good wishes, prayers. Continue working on yourself. You're doing great. And many blessings. Hari Om.